Hi everybody. Okay, so obviously we're in lockdown, so I wanted to give some of my clients tips on just some things to do during this lockdown so that when we are up and running again and we groom your doggies, it's not going to be a disaster zone. Okay, so just one thing, the bookings, what we've done is everything that was currently booked from the 24th of August, 24th of March, that's when we locked down. I have literally moved, Salon Bridge has been kind enough to actually help me move everything up until the 2nd of May. 2nd of May. So basically, everyone will keep your bookings. I didn't want to throw them all away, but I kept them and we've just moved them up. So I will be in contact with you the week before lockdown, and I will be messaging everybody on the fact of when your booking is and is it okay and all that stuff, so that we don't lose your spots, because obviously after the last 3 years, everyone's created a certain cycle and we don't want to upset that cycle. Otherwise, things are just going to be all over the place. So firstly, I just wanted to say about the brushing. Okay, so there's certain types of brushes. This is what you call a slicker brush, so you can see it's curved. Then you get your normal brush, which is straight and it's got the little bristles. There's a size difference between the two. This is really good brush, so is this, so they're both equally good, except this one helps with bigger dogs. Then you get your rake, which is literally like that, and then there's just little rake thingies on the top. That is normally used for your Huskies and your German Shepherds. So I would advise you not to use that one until a professional does, because it's just, for Huskies and German Shepherds, sure, you can use that, but I don't want you to hit a knot, because if you hit a knot, the dog's going to go and turn around and bite you. And that's not because he's just wanting to bite you, that's because it's actually painful. So I want to show you how, best as I can. I don't have a dog, but I need to try and show you how to actually brush, because it's, a lot of people do surface brushing, which is just like that. That's actually not brushing. With brushing, you need to get to the skin level. This is just surface level. You have no idea what's happening underneath there, and basically underneath there, you're having knots created here. So at skin level, you're having knots, but you're brushing on surface level, if that makes sense. So for instance, this is the leg, right? You're going to brush down, but then you're also going to turn the brush up, and you're going to brush up like this. Okay, so the leg, obviously the legs are way more sensitive than the rest of the body. If you're going to be doing the shoulder, you're going to be brushing up and you're going to be brushing down. So you're going to be going in both directions. So that's however I can explain the brushing for you. If you have obviously any questions after this video, please just send me a private message and I will go into further detail with you. This is purely for my clients. This is not to be published at anywhere else, please. I'm doing this specifically for my clients, because you guys are my source of income. If you know what I mean. You're my clients, so I want to give you all the information and stuff. So then the next ones, I want you to take out all the blackjacks. So if you see any blackjacks or anything, just pull them off and throw them in the bin. Don't throw them on the ground, because the dog's probably going to get some more blackjacks on their body again. Then the next one is eye goo-goo. I call it eye goo-goo. So it's this part here where the dog gets this black, like tear duct build-up of some snotty stuff. So I want you to take a warm cloth and damp the warm cloth, so it must be damp, and I want you to wipe gently over the eye here. It must be moist. When it's moist, you can either wipe it away. If it's not coming away, you can use your nail and just gently scrape little bits of it away. That needs to be done, otherwise it's going to cake up so badly that when we come, I'm going to have to like literally remove it, and it removes the skin with it, so it can bleed and all that nonsense. So I don't want that to happen to the dogs, obviously. You can use your nail just to gently move it across. You need to be doing this at least once a week, so that the build-up, by the time lockdown is over, it's not so much for us to deal with, and it doesn't hurt the dog. The next one is nails. So obviously, nail cutter, If you're too scared to do it, please don't do it. Rather get someone to do it for you. Honestly, if you're scared, don't even touch the nails. My thing is the nails are fine if the nails are growing inside the paw. So if they're curling like this and they're actually growing inside the paw, I want you to contact your vet immediately, set up a consultation and get them to remove the claw. I will not be able to do that. Unfortunately, obviously we shut down and I will get into a lot of trouble if I start driving around and helping. So the vets are open. The vet shops are also open. So if you don't have these brushes, please go get one. I know that the vet shop in Beacon Bay has got these great brushes. They are brilliant brushes. I actually get them shipped from Cape Town, and it's the first place that I found in East London that actually sell these little brushes, and they are amazing. So the nails, the rule with the nails is if the dog is walking and you hear tick, 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 that's generally, rule of thumb is that they need to be clipped. So the nail should never be touching the floor when the dog is standing, right? So if the nail is touching, that kind of gives you the indication, okay, the nail needs to be cut. But in this situation, I don't want anybody to cut the nails if it's going tick, tick, tick like that and you're not comfortable to do the nails. If you're concerned, rather take the dog to the vet and get the vet to cut the nails. However, saying that, sometimes the vets do it quickly and just to quickly get it over and done with, and they cut into the quick. Now the quick, if you look at our nails, right, there's a pink part there and there's a white part. Same with the dog's nails. So if you are cutting into the pink, it's going to bleed. There's also a vein that runs in there. So you need to cut at least a little bit before the white on white nails. And make sure that you don't go into the pink, otherwise the dog's going to scream and it's incredibly painful for them. That's why when you hear tick, 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 that's why groomers will cut their nails, and the rule of thumb is that they mustn't touch, because as soon as their nails start touching the floor and hitting, it actually sends like a little bit of a shock wave through to their nails, through that nerve, and it is uncomfortable. It's not unbearable, but it's uncomfortable for them. And then obviously if you cut into that pink, it goes into the vein and it goes into the nerve, and it's incredibly painful, and it's quite difficult to stop that blood, because it's almost like cutting a nail of a bird. So it pulsates all the time, so you've got to be quick with iodine or something, crystals. So we use iodine crystals to just stop that blood quickly. However, that it does actually stain everything purple, so be very careful if you do use that. Okay, so to cut them, the black nails, basically the black nails are very difficult. So if you're not comfortable, please don't cut the black nails. However, I'm saying this again, if you're not comfortable, please don't cut them. If you rather wait for us or take them to the vet, please do that rather. I don't want people cutting their dog's nails and then there's a disaster that happens, okay? So if the dog's nail is growing into the pad underneath, you need to take it to the vet. If the nails are quite long and you can actually see and it's going tick, tick, tick like that, and the paw is deformed or something like that, then you need to take them to the vet. I would advise you not to actually cut the nails yourself. Okay, next thing is knots. Okay, so now I want, after brushing, you're going to see that you're going to get some knots when you're brushing. If it's a knot, like a little knot like this big, okay, so the size of my finger, like there, and you can actually put your finger between the skin and the knot, I want you to cut it off with scissors. Obviously, within reason. If you're not comfortable doing, don't do it. However, if you can't put your finger in between the skin and the fur, or the actual knot, do not cut it. That's why we obviously use clippers to shave off the mats, because once a knot is created, it's created by dampness. So as soon as that happens, it will build up and build up and build up and build up until the whole body is matted. That's why we use the clippers to shave, dogs that are heavily matted and stuff. That's why brushing is so important. Even in between your groomings, if it's a 6-week groom or a 4-week groom or an 8-week groom or a 3-month groom, you have to be brushing at least twice a week, guys. That's very, very, very important. It's not only during this lockdown, it's actually for the rest of the dog's life, really. So what else did I want to say here? So basically knots are painful. So when a dog gets a mat on its skin, and you want to brush through it, it actually hurts. So that's why they kind of turn around and like want to snap you a bit, because it's like us. If we had a huge knot here and someone came to brush my hair, I would definitely shout and scream at them if they put a brush through it. That's why it's so easy for us to use the clippers, and it's easy, it's painless, it's just quickly shave it straight off. So yeah, then yeah, so if the skin is if the knot, sorry, is at skin level, I want you to maybe send me a picture of it or a little short video of it, so that I can explain to you, you know, what you can do in that situation and try and help you through that. The beards of Schnauzers, of Maltese, any really dogs, but Schnauzers especially. I want you to take a bowl of water, in a little bowl, and I want you to lift the bowl into the beard. So you're going to use your shampoo, your dog shampoo. Please don't use any Johnson & Johnson or Elizabeth Ann. It's not made for dog's hair. That's made for human hair, not dog hair. Dog hair is very different to human. So please use a dog shampoo. And then I want you to massage it. So massage it really nicely, because all the food gets stuck in there. And you're going to be massaging it in, and then you're going to take the bowl and lift it a bit. Obviously, be careful of their nose. They can't get water in their nose, otherwise they will choke. So do it in the bathroom where things can get wet, or do it outside, but just make sure that you massage nicely and you soap it up nicely and you rinse properly. And then I want you to like towel dry. So take the hair and go like this and do like that, just to get it nice and dry, and then brush through it and let it air dry kind of thing. If there's knots in that beard, I want you to take photographs or videos and send it to me. I will try and help you to get those out. Sometimes they can get really bad and get on the top of the lip, so where their whiskers go out of, and there's like a whole like caked area here that unfortunately has to be shaved off. So we're gonna have to leave that until we come. And then what else? Yeah, and then obviously, guys, if you need any advice with your dogs, behavior-wise, like anything you want to ask me, I'm happy to help you where I can. Obviously, sitting from home, it's really difficult. Shame Sam's. Yeah, we're missing our dogs, hey? We're missing our bunnies and our cats, and same applies to cats and bunnies. Obviously, we only have about 3 clients with bunnies. You guys don't really have to brush, but I know one of my clients do brush. She's got 9 bunnies, so she can definitely brush. And also you guys that also have bunnies and cats, just carry on brushing them, you know, making sure that if they've got any leaves or things stuck in their fur or twigs or whatever, pull that out so that it doesn't create a knot, because as soon as it gets in, like the bunnies and the cats, it starts like creating this big knot, and then it's a massive knot within a couple of weeks. Yeah, and then yeah, I'm here if you guys need me. Honestly, I can try and help over video. I can try help over the phone with a phone call. Please just don't hesitate to call, and we will be in contact with you for the next bookings, and explain to you what date your booking would fall onto when we go out of lockdown. Obviously, within reason, guys. I don't know if the lockdown's going to be extended again. If so, then we move it again. But yeah, just we got to bear with it, and I hope that everybody's safe and that you all are happy and enjoying this lockdown, because there's lots of positives about it. I mean, I mowed the lawn for the first time in my life, so and I'm going to learn to knit again. So yeah, it's I think there's a lot of positives that we can take out of this lockdown. I mean, families get to spend a lot of quality time together. Couples get to spend a lot of marriages and spend time with each other and stuff like that. And yeah, spend with your children, with your pets. I'm sure your pets are getting like cut full of you now, because they are, you know, like, when are these people going to work? But I'm sure that they're very happy that you're home 24/7 now. All those dogs with separation anxiety and stuff might have a bit of an issue when you do go back to work, but yeah, I'm sure that things will sort itself out. But yeah, everyone stay safe, and please be in contact with me if you need any more advice or tips on anything. Thanks. Bye, guys. Hope to see you soon.